Welcome, San Antonio. Welcome to this video. We're going to talk about getting better muscle tone. Now, I'm going to give you a couple pointers on how to tone up your body, faster and better. And we've kind of alluded to a couple tips that we're going to give you today in other episodes, but we're going to dedicate the whole time today to just talking about toning up your arms, toning up your legs. Faster. It'll save you time, more effective. Now, kind of the basis for all this is what we love doing. It's resistance training. Resistance training is going to help you develop those lean muscles. We've had people lose, over 40 pounds doing resistance training, really getting definition all over their body. So nice muscle tone doing the resistance training. So, you don't want to start super heavy, but eventually you want to get your body where you're lifting heavier and heavier weights. Now, I'll give you, 4 exercises you can do for your arms and then for your lower body. But before we get into that, I really want to talk about making sure that you're doing the big muscle groups before you do the small muscle groups. Now, we get a lot of people really just want to tone right here in the arms, and they'll maybe do some tricep extensions. Something like a kickback where you're going to be here and then just that arm back right there. That is a great exercise. That's a great exercise. However, what we're really focused on is what you should be doing before you get to that exercise. That's actually one of the secondary muscles when you're doing something like a push-up. So if we're doing, a push-up on the ground or on a bench, you are going to work your arms right here, but you're also going to work, a lot more muscle groups. You're going to be working, your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. So what I always recommend is doing those bigger muscle groups, for the first maybe 20, 30 minutes of your exercise, and then the last portion of your workout, then you can start working on the smaller muscle groups, the triceps. It's definitely beneficial to work those muscle groups. Those are great areas to work. I love doing those on different days. So I'll spend a day where I'm just doing maybe back exercises or chest exercises or leg exercises. Then I'll spend another day where I'm not really wanting to push myself really hard with heavy squats or heavy bench press. I'll spend another day where I'm just focusing on those smaller muscle groups. So, but that is only because I'm working out, 5-6 days a week. If you are working, and the person I'm talking to right now is working out maybe 2 to 3 times a week. So when you're doing that, focus on those big muscle groups first. The push-ups, and another good exercise is the one, this one right here, the 3-point row, is going to be for your back and also for your arms. So you're going to be here, and then just pulling up, and then slow down, up, hold, and slow down. Now, when you're doing, that's going to work your bicep. Is that the secondary muscle group, Coach Jesse?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Jesse can confirm that's the secondary muscle group you're going to work. So every time you do back exercise, you're actually working your biceps. And just from experience, I've probably went like 3-4 years without ever doing an arm exercise, and then most people think I do arm exercises, but it's just from working those bigger muscle groups. So that's going to give you a lot of bang for your buck, definitely save you time. So if you do 30 minutes of maybe rows and push-ups and different exercises like that, and you run out of time, well, you actually already worked those muscle groups. You don't have to worry about doing the smaller toning exercises because you've already hit those muscle groups. But when you do have extra time, that's when we want to do a couple of those exercises. So I'm going to give you, again, 4 exercises like we talked about. The 2 upper body ones, since we're talking about a lot of upper body right now, are just going to be making sure that you're doing curl, and you can do this with the barbell. That's going to be the best bang for your buck. But also, we've been doing a lot of these curls, here at the gym, where you're just going straight from the side and then all the way up, slow and control, down. So again, making sure that you're getting heavy enough weight where you're, really have a good burn there at the end. The other exercise to working more of your triceps is going to be here, and then just kicking back right there, and then just squeezing right there. Another way to do it is what we've been doing later is pronated kickbacks, where you're just there and then squeeze at the back. Now your legs are going to be, definitely don't want to be neglecting, your legs when you're doing this exercises. So another one that I love doing that I was actually doing this weekend, and I was doing with one of our clients this weekend too, and they came in this morning and they said, like, I'm sore, I'm really sore. So I know it was effective. It's just gonna be with a heavy weight, and then you're just doing lifts. So you can do it usually from the edge of something, and you're just lifting straight up. So here, and then just squeeze at the top. Squeeze. Again, we're going to go for higher reps on an exercise like this. You're going to go for 15 to 20 reps. And then the last exercise I want to do is focusing on the most powerful muscle in the body, the glutes. So this exercise you can do on the floor. Today I'm going to show you off from the bench. Makes it a little bit harder. You're going to be doing a hip bridge. So you're going to be here. Hip drop the hips, press up real high, down, press up high. Again, we're going for a lot of reps here. One thing when we do that, you want to keep, one thing we see is when we're looking at people's shoes, you want to keep the tips of your shoes off the ground. That's going to allow you to really focus in on those glutes, and then you're going to get a better exercise. Remember, do all these exercises after you've done your squats, after you've done your push-ups, your bench press, and you're going to see faster results. You're going to be burning more calories because you're working those big muscle groups. And then if you have time, if you really have time, your workout partner is pushing you, then you can work those smaller muscle groups like the triceps and the biceps and the calves and the glutes. So hopefully you learned something from this video right here. And if you want more coaching from us, we'd love to have you come by Octane. We're located over here in the medical center off Golden Quill. Feel free to give us a call at 781-1888. Thank you very much and have a great day.